I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-minute convos where I help you create a brand of your own unique, real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good day, Deborah Levine. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful day?
I am marvelous.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's good. It's great to hear marvelous. Marvelous sounds amazing. What part of the world are you in right now?
Right now I'm speaking to you from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
All right. I love me some Tennessee.
We're in the South today.
Yeah, I do love Tennessee. I have some great friends in Tennessee. Well, tell us who did you, or in fact, which of your talents is responsible for us connecting?
First of all, I think it's that I do a podcast.
Yeah.
That is one of the issues that we're going to discuss today, but also that for the past 10 years, I have written and helped others write for the American Diversity Report online.
Well, that's amazing. So tell us about the podcast, please.
The podcast is an outgrowth of the American Diversity Report. So I interview diverse movers and shakers and innovative change makers from around not only the country, but the world.
How has that impacted your life?
Some of these people are old friends, and it's been wonderful to reconnect. And some of them I've never met in person, but they're inspiring, and I have been honored to talk with them and to share our conversation with the audience.
And who did you learn the skill of podcasting from?
Self-taught.
Wow, look at you. Wow, that's great. Well done. Wow, that's amazing. Wow, did I say wow? Well, you got out there.
Yes.
Yeah, what were you going to say?
I'm also my own webmaster.
Wow. Well done. Well, so where did the inspiration come to get out here and do what you're doing?
I always felt that I wanted a larger voice, and I wanted people who made a difference to have a larger voice too. So it's an altruistic thing that I started out with and just kept on going, and it grew, and it's been wonderful.
Yeah, I can well imagine. Why will you continue to repeat these skills, Deborah?
I'm addicted.
You sound like me. I'm addicted to this conversation thing. I definitely am. Well, tell us one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years.
I teach. I've decided that it's not enough to show people through interviews and podcasts. I need to teach them how to think, how to make the most of what they hear on these podcasts.
How does that make you feel when you're teaching?
It's like I'm home. Yeah, it's really something that I think I was born to do.
So where did you connect the teaching part and your passion for it? At what particular point in your life did you connect that this is the thing I love?
My mother was a teacher, and she actually drafted me to teach very young. So I've taught various things all through my life, although I am not officially a teacher, say, in a public school or at a university. I have been adjunct faculty. It's just part of who I am. I can't even tell you more.
Oh, that's good. No, that's good. Amazing audience. Again, we are live with Deborah Levine. And hey, Deborah Levine is not just only a podcast host. She is actually now also hosting her website as well. Like, go take that, right? Again, the podcast is the American Diversity Report. Yeah, that's what you call the podcast. Yeah.
That's correct.
And tell us the link of the website, please, that you've developed.
The link to the website is www.americandiversityreport.com, and you will see the podcasts in the overhead menu.
There we go. I picked up the podcast on YouTube, just in case someone wants to get it there as well. I picked it up on YouTube. So I'm guessing your host publishes it there as well, yeah? Which is pretty great. Yeah?
It's true. That's right. It's automatic. How
wonderful. It just gets easier to share your story.
Because it's amazing.
It is amazing. Well, Deborah, let's switch gears for a moment now and let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Deborah, what is your earliest childhood memory?
First of all, you should know that I was brought up on an island also.
Oh, really? Which
Huh?
island?
In Bermuda.
Sweet.
Yes, indeed. So my childhood memories are standing at my grandfather's dock, looking off into the distance on one way to the ocean and one way to the harbor where the ships came in. It's
How old do you think you were?
probably about 7.
All right. So why do you think this memory is so clear, and can you connect the dots to who you are now?
Partly it's because that dock was built by my grandfather, who was a rather creative man. He built it as the prow of a ship jutting out of the reefs. Of course, it isn't a ship. There's something so unique about it, and I believe I've inherited some of his creativity, and that's what I'm building today.
Love it. Can I add to the interpretation, to the thought picture you created in my mind? I love the idea of the dock being a representative of the opportunity for what is diverse to enter. The interaction, if you would, of diversity. I mean, every wave seems to be different, isn't it? That comes to the shore of the sea, to the shore of the land. And just to see the imagery of the diversity that does occur in terms of not just the sea, but who comes through the sea, and having that piece of dock for access, if you would. It's fascinating to me how now you are that dock, metaphorically speaking, creating access for those that are diverse.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. And it's true. That's how I see it. I am the dock.
Yeah, you are welcome. Even this artwork, right? The icon Skype right now, like Deborah has an artwork, like it's like a duck technically, but it's like faces of different colors. So there's the blue, the green, the red, but I mean it technically looks like a platform if you look at it. Pretty well designed, pretty amazing stuff. All right, Deborah, if we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
When I was 12, I was already in America, and I loved Broadway shows. We were in New York. I'd never seen anything like it. It was amazing. I'd go see every one of them. Music and movement together, there's nothing quite like it. So I want to let you know that when I was 12, I was studying classical ballet and classical violin. How could I not?
So what was one of the songs that you loved at that time?
From one of the
Ballads.
Broadway
Yeah,
musicals.
yeah.
Oh, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat.
Amazing how it connects, right? Like the dock, the boat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was one of the best, that boat. And
That's
picture.
amazing. Yeah.
Oh, I don't sit down and I still rock the boat.
There we go. Oh, love it. Well, Deborah, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there is a small declaration form. Says yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Deborah?
Yes,
Deborah, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
those that I teach.
Are you married?
I am.
Do you have children?
I have a daughter and 2 stepdaughters.
Do you believe in God?
Always.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
I do.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
Okay, confession time. Yes, I do. I love
And what about screen time? The phone and or the computer. Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
I would say it's more.
All right, Deborah, after 1,001 conversations in 3 months in 2016, I came up with a workbook thereafter. The name of it is called Yours. It stands for Your Own Unique Real Self. And the idea is you answer questions similar to these with the idea of uncovering your own unique real statement, your mission statement, if you would. If you, Deborah, had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Deborah Levine, what would you say that is?
Let's arrive at the station early so that others can arrive on time.
Wow, just like that dock, right, that your father built. Wow. All right, Deborah, this has been a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Just that I hope that they will go to the American Diversity Report and enjoy all of the free resources there and become as enamored of diverse cultures as I have had the honor of being.
Deborah Levine, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.